Hey everybody, this is Sherry, and I got this new Hero Arts stamp set. It's a stamp and die set, and it's called Manatee Stamp and Cut, and I fell in love with it. The very first time I saw someone stamp it out, I was like, that is too funny. So what I did was I went ahead and stamped it out last night and colored it because I wanted to try to do no line coloring, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it well enough or not. Excuse me guys, I'm trying to adjust my light there a little bit. But so I decided to, try it off camera, and I did the first one and I was not really happy with it. And here's the first one I made. And I went ahead and I thought, well, I'll use it anyways. I went and I inked up his little nostrils because, of course, they were really light. And apparently I'm the most impatient person in the world because I didn't wait for it to dry. And I smudged it. And I kept thinking, why does his nose have two lines? And I realized one of them was from me. But he wasn't bad. And, my little grandson, he won't care if he has an extra little nose line there. So I went ahead and used him first and used him as my practice to put this together, and I'm still not sure I can get it together right because I really struggled with it. I wanted to put one of these buttons in here, and it's from Dress Made Up, I think it's what it's called, and I got these ones actually at Walmart. And they're really cute, but they're a little thicker than I had anticipated them being. So I had to put 3 layers of foam, but everything works and moves. And I watched a lady from the Cottage Cuts channel, and when she did her shaker, I mean, that sucker was packed full. And I really liked it because you could always see stuff. I mean, some of them are catching on him, but I mean, not always. And so then they go down and there's hardly anything there. So I thought I'm going to try to find another way I can do this to where I can really load up what I want in here. So I'm going to move this. I already got my card base. And here's my card base. It is just the Recollections 110-pound cardstock cut in half, and then I used a scrap from my scrap bin to make my top layer, and I cut out a gray circle out of some more scraps with a stitch circle die, and there is my isn't he Dorothy? Whatever. Hey, anybody that wants to wear a seashell bra, knock yourself out. But I just thought it was so cute. And this time I tried to be patient and wait, and so learn and live and learn, But I realized that when I stamp this, I always do my sentiment last. Well, you can't do that on these cards because you've got stuff under them, which I was just blessed in that it's so thick and dense that I was still able to stamp on it. So before we, that's going to be the first thing I do. I'm trying to realize I need to function, and do these things in a manner that's maybe a little bit different than, say, what I'm used to doing. So I'm just going to try to line that up there where, it's probably going to be. And in this time, I'm going to use You Are a Mermaid in My Eyes, which just cracks me up. It's like, yep. That's me, the big, fat, gray manatee. I can pretend to be a skinny, beautiful mermaid if I wanna. And it just cracked me up. Oops, I don't think I inked that well enough. That's what I get for acting goofy. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp this on first. I'm trying not to get my head in the camera, so forgive me if I do. You guys will just get another peek at my pink hair. And I used some VersaFine Onyx black ink to get the sentiment. I love that ink for sentiments because it just, I wish everything stamped that crisp and clear. because I think that stuff is the bomb diggity. And so I'll put that aside. All right, and I kind of skipped it there a little bit, but that's not a big deal. I can fill that in. All right, now I'm going to try to do this opposite. So let's start by putting on the little gray layer, and I'm just using my art glitter glue that I get from maymaymadeit.com. I know a lot of people like that multi-medium matte, but it comes in such a small bottle, it's just ridiculous. And this stuff dries matte, dries clear, and I mean, it's not the cheapest glue on the market, you know, but it's definitely more or less expensive than that multi-medium matte, and in my opinion, just as good. Actually, it's my favorite glue. So if you've not tried, you know, this glue, you might want to give it a shot. See, it gives me a few minutes to shuffle things around because for some reason I'm not getting it lined up right. There we go. Ka-chow! Got it. Okay. I think I'm not getting enough sleep. I don't know what it is. So, all right, let's move on here. Now, here's what I did. I need to put this down first because this is the background. It's the same piece as this. It just, I cut it out and I want it to be the back of my card, which, you know, this is pretty close, but I still want it to be the same. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this down on the back, and that way I make sure it's in the right spot. If I level, you know, center all this up here, I should be good. And there we go, should be good right there. Now just squish that in there, and I'm in the right spot. I am really hoping it works doing it this way, guys, because I was real disappointed the last time. Alright, now I've got my acetate. I feel like I'm jumping all over the place because this is not the way I normally do cards. I, you know, kind of start at the base and work my way to the top, and so I feel a little backwards, and I am not liking that. But you know what, it just seems like it would work better for me if I want to do shaker cards, to do it this way. And I just cut myself a piece of acetate, and I don't know what you guys use for acetate. I know you can buy it, but you know, that seems a bit like cuckoo in my opinion. When one, you can use leftover packaging from anything, or you can go to a paper store, a office supply store, and get yourself a pack of 100 sheets of overhead projector stuff, and that would last you for the rest of your life. So I mean, that's just my, you know, nosy bossy opinion, I guess, but I'm sharing it. So here we go. Oh, I got something on me. Dang it, I wasn't paying attention. Look here, just use your shirt, it'll be good. Alright, now I went ahead and I was going to do this with 2 pieces of fun foam, and I did, but like I said, when I tried this one with 2 pieces of regular foam, it was not thick enough for the little fish that I wanted to put in there. So I went ahead and I added some fun foam to the back, or not fun foam, I added some dimensional tape to the back of my fun foam. And I figured this way you guys didn't have to watch me, you know, like peel off a million layers and try to put a million layers together. And I believe had I taken the, and I don't know why I did it this way, hang on, because dun dun dun, I'm a bonehead. I got one of these thingies, and by golly, I'm using it. Because it drives me crazy when my stuff sticks. Here it is, I think. Well, good enough. Alright, let's just cover this little bit here up, and let's try to ink in here so that none of my stuff sticks on the edge. Because that just, I mean, that just absolutely, I can't express to you how much that drives me absolutely bonkers. And so hopefully that will stop that problem. All right, now we're going to continue on and peel back off what I already peeled off. And I mean, I know there's little spots like, you know, whoops, go down, stay down, where like over here, you know, the little beads could get in and be outside of the circle, but I'm not worried. It's not going to let them outside of the card, so it's all right with me if they're, you know, kind of out of frame more or less for a little bit. I'm okay with that. And so I got that all peeled off. Now we're going to put it on our card base, and please forgive me if I get my head in the way. I'm trying to be very careful, but if there's a way to do it, I'll probably find it. And I cut this and it should fit just about right, but I want to make sure I'm not going over anywhere, because I'm not, that stupid stuff, I'm not used to that being sticky there. Ah! It's causing me a problem. Alright, that piece has got to go. Alright. Got it. Alright, so there we go. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, now here's what I did. I wanted to use, I used one little fish in that one. I wanted to use two on this one. So I'm thinking like this, and then my little manatee like that. So I don't know, what do you, like that, maybe somewhere in there, kind of looking at each other. Ta-da! Okay, so what I got for that is my Elmer's glue dots. They call them glue spots. These things are the bomb diggity. These are the medium. Wow, medium. I can't imagine how big the large ones are if that's a medium, because that puppy's huge. And I'm just going to stick a couple of them on there, and then I'm going to do my best to push the adhesive that may be sticking on the outside edge back up under my little fish. And okay, now I'm also going to take my my anti-static tool thingy. I'm also going to use it on these so that if there's any adhesive that's sticking out, hopefully it will, you know, make it unsticky too, and that way nothing will stick to it. Now, I mean, it catches some of them and it doesn't let them all fall to the bottom, and I'm okay with that. I just, you know, don't want them stuck to it, and, you know, and I did this with the first one and it worked out pretty good for me. So here we go. We got our little fish, and we're going to take this thingy here and go around and make sure that if there's anything, it doesn't stick. It isn't sticky. Oh, I just blew stuff all over the place. Alright, now let's see if it works this way, because this is going to, oh look, I almost forgot to put my dooflinkies in the center. Oh my golly, I'm losing my mind. This has got me all confused. And here's some sequins, and like I said, I am really, my plan is to like load this sucker up. These are from Neat and Tangled. I got these from the Not Too Shabby shop. This is one of the mixes that Jamie had as a free gift. Now here's some teeny little seed beads, or not seed beads, micro beads. That's what these are. Tiny little micro beads. And I am such a dingbat. I got out something else to put on and forgot to put it on the last one, so we'll see how it works on this one. Okay, got that. Gonna put some white or what are these? They're seed beads, but they're not round ones. They're like the oval or oblong shaped one. Then I got me a couple blues in here. We're gonna put some of them in. some of that in. I just feel like it needs some more because, like I said, I really want this one to be full, and I don't want to put any more of the same sequins in because that just doesn't seem like it would make a bit of difference there. I'm looking to see what I got. I got some white, real white. I can put some of these in, little seed beads. And I'm going to be honest, guys, I mean, I know the sequins are pretty and all, but I found that I like the collar of the, or not necessarily the collar, but the way the beads sound and shake around. I like that a lot better. And, alright, so I got some more stuff. Let's see what we get here. And